Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Sage. So in today's video I'm going to give you a tour of my urban garden. It's been 3 months since I left home, and during that period my mother was the one who was taking care of the garden. So now that I'm back, I just thought I should give you a tour to see how the garden is doing. So we're going to see whether she did a great job to take care of the garden while I was away, or if she failed. But let's hope for the best. And please, if you see that the plants are not doing as well, be forgiving. Since I just told you that we are coming out of winter, and this winter I think it was extremely cold, as you are going to see by the state of the plants. I'm sure you are going to agree with me that this winter was extremely cold. I'm sure you can see the moringa tree right there. You can see that all the moringa leaves have fallen. There are only the pods and a few leaves at the top there that are remaining. This is sign that the winter was so extreme that the moringa had to lose all its leaves. So guys, without wasting more time, let's get into today's video. Okay, so I'm going to start here at this bed where I've got my African kale growing. As you can see, something has been eating the leaves of my African kale, and the kale has also been infested by some aphids. I'm going to show you when I get to a plant that is infested with aphids. But as you can see, something has been eating from the leaves. I'm happy to see that the kale is still alive. If given some proper care, it's going to come back again, and it will give us some big fresh leaves that we can enjoy. Down here I've got my comfrey. I'm surprised to see that the leaves of the comfrey are full. Nothing has been eating the leaves, which is surprising, because in some past months I've experienced that my comfrey has been attacked by the grasshoppers, which would nibble at the leaves. But this has not been the case. I guess it's because we're coming from winter and the grasshoppers might not be active during the winter. Which brings me back to the kale. I'm wondering what attacked the kale, what nibbled the leaves of my African kale. And down here I've got some fennel, which is doing well. And in the understory here I've got some nasturtiums with some beautiful flowers. These are doing well. And you would find that nasturtiums are all over my garden, as you are going to see. So here is a plant which has been infested by aphids. As you can see, the aphids have gone to town on this plant. I will have to see what I'm going to do to deal with the aphid issue. Here is some more nasturtiums, and over here I've got this kale, which is doing so well. The leaves are full, nothing has been eating the leaves. As we are going to see that all the plants are looking good, the leaves are looking fresh and full. Okay, let's move on to the other bed. So in this bed here I've got my spinach growing, which is growing well. It's looking healthy. I've also got some carrots, which are now ready to be eaten. In fact, we have already started to eat from these. I've also got some lettuce, some red salad bowl lettuce. I've also got some Swiss chard, which I think has been affected by the winter. I planted these before I left home, which was more than 3 months ago. But surprisingly, they are still this small. They still have these baby leaves, as you are going to see in that row over there, which I planted with the same Swiss chard. But as you can see, it has still got the baby leaves. Here I've got this trout bag speckled lettuce, which is doing well for itself, but it is overshadowing my strawberry plant. So the strawberry plant is the one that I planted in this sack. I don't know where this lettuce came from, but now it's dominating the sack and it's overshadowing the strawberry plant. I've also got another strawberry plant in another sack in the beetroot that is growing so well. So in this bed also I did plant some beetroot, but it did not do so well. As you can see, this is a beetroot here, but it's still small. The same case with the Swiss chard. I planted these more than 3 months ago, but they are not growing big. So here's another spinach that is struggling a bit, and another one over here, and there is the Swiss chard again. And over here is another kale which has been attacked by the pests, and as you can see, the leaves have been nibbled at. The same with this plant again. And over here I've got my soybeans which are doing well. They are flowering. As you can see, these are their beautiful flowers. So they've got these beautiful flowers with a purple hue. As you can see, some of them are starting to send out some pods. This is a little pod over here. Okay, let's move on. Down there I've got some spring onions, and I've got some more of the soybeans. So I think I'm done with this bed. I've got some more strawberries growing in sacks, and down here you can see I've got some more nasturtiums and some beautiful nasturtium flowers. In this next bed over here, I had my cherry tomatoes growing. Cherry tomatoes are very resilient, and they can take the heat, they can take the cold, but surprisingly this winter they did not do well. As you can see, some of them dried, some of them are just starting to come back, and I've also got some cherry tomato fruits that have fallen to the ground. And here's that kale, the resilient kale. As you can see, it's doing well for itself. The leaves are full, nothing is nibbled on the leaves, and all the plants are full, as you can see. So the cherry tomatoes that were growing in this section here, they got affected by the cold, and some of them dried, some of them are starting to come back again, which shows their resilience. They can be affected by the cold, but when it starts to get warm, they will come back. Over here I've got some more nasturtium flowers. I've got some comfrey in the undercarriage there. I've got some more soybeans, and here is my akoki sugar cane. As you can see, this is a beautiful sugar cane with some I think lemon green stripes, and some red stripes. This is a beautiful sugar cane, and I think it's doing well for itself. At least this plant is doing well. This cluster of sugarcane is doing well as compared to this other one. As you can see, I've got some two canes that are growing strong, and the other are struggling. It's just that they are still small. I don't know, but this one is doing good as compared to this one. In the undercarriage again, I've got some comfrey, some more soybeans. I've got fennel here. I've got basil. I've got some more comfrey. This is society garlic. I've got another fennel, another sword bean. I've got another kale, another nasturtium, and this is fennel again. And over here, this was what do we call this again? This is mustard spinach. Mustard spinach. It has been affected by the cold, as you can see, and also some pests have been nibbling on the leaves. Down here, I've got the red salad bowl lettuce. I've got some beetroots which did not do well. As small as they are, will you believe that these are more than 3 months old, but they are still small? I've got parsley. I've got another fennel. I've got another fennel, and some more beetroots, and the mustard spinach again. In this bed here, I had green beans growing. They were harvested and we enjoyed them. Now the bed has been put to rest over the winter. It was put to rest. So we are going to be planting some maize in this bed, and I think that is going to be very soon. I'm going to show you when I plant the maize. So now it's resting. Moving on, over here I've got some more of the Swiss chard, which still has got the baby leaves. I've got some more strawberries, another Swiss chard. So over here you will find that we've been harvesting from this Swiss chard. This has been growing some big leaves that we can harvest and cook. The same is this plant. As you can see, we've been harvesting from this one some big leaves that we can cook in the kitchen. We've got some more strawberry plants. So this one, I think it was affected by lack of moisture in the soil. As you can see, the strawberry fruit dried. Considering that it's on the edge of the bed, I suppose the problem would be lack of moisture in the soil. Okay, in this bed I also had green beans. They were harvested, we enjoyed them. I also had these sunflowers, which I think they did well. They managed to flower, they managed to grow ahead, and as you can see, we've got some sunflower seeds. They were affected by powdery mildew, as you can see from the leaves. Okay, so as I said, in this bed I had some green beans growing, which we harvested and enjoyed. Now I've planted some more sword beans to fill in the empty spaces. So very soon they're going to come up and they will cover these open spaces. Okay, moving on. This is my comfrey patch. We are coming out from winter and the comfrey is just starting to come back strong. As you can see, these are some new fresh leaves that are coming up strong. Here's another cherry tomato that's starting to come back. More of the comfrey, and during this period of the year we have some visitors, although they are not welcome visitors. We have some crows that shelter in the tree that is above this section. They shelter in the tree, so they drop their poop on my plants. As you are going to see here, this is my nasturtium, my big nasturtium flower, which covers a whole lot of this section, but you can see that the leaves have been messed by the crows. I've even tried to cut the leaves that have been messed so that some new leaves are going to come up, which look much greener and much beautiful. So I'm even going to cut these ones that have been messed, but I don't know if I'm going to win the battle because the unwelcome visitors are still with us for at least some more couple of months. So I don't know whether I should leave this as it is or if I should cut the leaves that have been messed up and let new leaves come up. Okay, over here I've got a banana plant which is growing in this container here, and I've also got this sugar cane which is growing in this bucket. I've got some more berry that is growing in these plant leaves, and let me also show you my dragon fruit which is growing in this container here, and it's being supported by this moringa tree. Here is my outdoor worm bed, the one that I used over the winter when I was away, and this was so productive. This was a good decision to move the worms from the smaller worm bins to the outdoor worm bed. Over here I've got some guava plants that are growing in these plant leaves. As you can see, these were also affected by the winter. You can see the leaves that were drying up, but now some new fresh leaves are starting to come up. As you can see, all over the banana, all over the guava seedlings. Here is another guava seedling which is doing good for itself. You can see that it is growing so well, and it is outgrown all the other guava seedlings which were planted at the same time with this one. And here I've got some grapevine which is growing in these leaves again. I've got a number of them, and they are just starting to have some new growth which is vigorous. During a space of 2 weeks, this is grown from a stick, an almost completely dry stick, to this foliage that you see now. So 3 months ago, before I went away, I pruned the moringa trees. I was expecting that when I come back they would have grown a bit more than they did, but as I told you, this winter was a bit extreme and not much growth happened on the moringa trees. In fact, this growth is from the past 2 weeks. And over here is another moringa that I pruned. This one is a bit vigorous growth which occurred during the past 2 weeks. I also pruned this one, I pruned this one, and now they're starting to come up, and I hope this is going to be some vigorous growth. Here I've got my lemon tree that I grafted from the lemon tree from my neighbors. As you can see, it's sending out some new growth which is vigorous. I've also got this orange, can I still call this a seedling? Let me just call this orange plant which is growing vigorously again, and another nasturtium, some more comfrey, another lemon. This was grown from a seedling. Well, this was grown from a seed and it's doing well for itself. Another lemon that I aliered, and now it's sending out some new growth which is vigorous again. I've also got another guava which is growing so well. Okay guys, so we've come to the end of this video, and if you'd like to see me transform this garden, make sure that you subscribe so that you won't miss out on any of the videos that I'll be posting. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.